Hello, Remnant Road Warriors. And today, y'all know that I only bring y'all the creme de la creme, the best of the best. And on this Testimony Tuesday, I have another banger for y'all. Listen, y'all see this sexy chocolate morsel next to me? Y'all, she's single. So we are taking applications at the radio station. If you need to go ahead and send, you see all this fineness, you go ahead and send in these applications. She is an amazing woman of God. She's beautiful, and she is going to share her dynamic, wonderful, awesome testimony with you guys today. And I bring you none other than Sister Ann Henderson. Hello, Ann. How are you? How you doing?
Well, I think I'm good. I feel good. I feel good.
Well, that's good. We are going to dive right into these amazing questions. Don't be scared. These amazing questions, they will come on the screen because technology is wonderful. Who are you, according to you, and what do you do?
Okay, so I am a school teacher. I'm entering my 22nd year in education. I am a caregiver. I am a farmer. I do a little kind of it all. So I kind of have a lot going on in life.
Well, I am knee deep into the education space. I was accidentally into education. I went to school to be a teacher, but never finished. I broke my leg in the middle of a semester when I was in college the first time. I had a car accident and broke my leg. And I never went back to school for that. I ended up getting a degree in something completely different. But I have been in and out of education for 25 years. Parapro, assistant teacher, daycare centers, church. So I've been teaching for 20 some plus years, but not professionally, not for real anyway. But I have a huge
it's for real.
Look, okay.
I have all those areas are for real. It's for real.
I have a huge passion for educators and education. I think we don't make enough money. And so I am a big advocate for educators. And when God lets me open this school so I can play principal in the background, I'm always looking for good educators and people that actually care about the students versus the plastic way they make us teach. Yeah. The system sucks. But so how did you get into education?
Well, originally I didn't know that I wanted to be a teacher, but my mom actually told me, she said, I think you would be really good at it. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. That's not me. And I ended up getting a job at Head Start. And so I taught 3-year-olds and I fell in love with teaching. I was like, okay, I kind of do like this. I can do it. And so, the perk everybody knows is that you get summers off, but what they don't tell you is you're still working during the summers. You're still working. So I've got work everywhere that I've been doing all summer, just kind of getting prepared. And the summer goes by so fast. Oh, crazy fast. So that's how I pretty much got started. And then I went back to school. No, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say my daughter just was telling me that one of my grandbabies is going to kindergarten in August. And I was just like, oh my God, she's big. Stop growing. So I was just thinking about all the school supplies. They grow fast. And having to put together school supply lists and sending that stuff out, and open house, which was always my favorite part of being a teacher, was open house and helping get the classrooms together. Because I was in SPED education. So I was my favorite was SPED kids. I could see a SPED kid in the grocery store and I don't know, I could tell you what's wrong with them almost. And they talk to me when they won't talk to somebody else. I was like, yeah, these are my babies.
Yep.
This is my community right here. So
that's a whole different calling. That's a whole different area.
I'm SPED. And to the point where the last daycare center that I worked at, they wanted me to take over their SPED classroom, and I was like, because with me doing radio and all, it's too. If I'd have took over that classroom, I wouldn't be doing this now. Because it is very time intensive, and SPED you have to dedicate to those kids because they don't do well with change. So once you're dedicated,
You're correct.
and I'm glad I didn't take it, because that lady liked to fire people. So you about to mess these babies up, and I'm not doing none of that. Right?
Yeah,
She liked to get rid of
they need
them.
a whole different consistency.
And you can't just snatch people away from them.
Don't get me
especially
going
if-
on education.
Right. That's a whole lane.
I can go. Now, I don't know. I can go on education.
Me too.
Oh,
That
yes,
is my
yes.
that is one of my heartstrings. Because again, my first vocation in college was I was taking teaching stuff, and then God redirected me. I still teach all the time. Like I'll be teaching Bible study in about 2 hours, but I just it's
Oh
not
my
in the way
goodness.
that
Okay,
I
let me
want.
focus. Let me
Okay,
focus.
Oh no, you good. You good. Child, I'm the most unfocused person you ever want to meet in your life. What's one challenge you faced that God turned around for you?
Well, I feel like I face a challenge every day. Well, one of my biggest challenges actually was when I actually came back home to teach. Um, it was not what I expected at all. I expected, because it was an area that I'm from, I kind of thought, okay, this is gonna be good. And yeah, the area hasn't grown. Let's see, I have a herniated disc from a teacher. Yeah, it kind of got physical, and I did a lot of soul searching and thinking, okay, is this really, what I need to do? And, thankfully, God told me, yeah, this is what you need to do. You're just not in the right spot. And so I was fortunate enough to leave Kaufman and actually get hired on in Dallas. And so that's where I've been. I've been in Dallas, I'd say, for like the last 10, 11 years. And so I absolutely love it. And so a lot of times, we get our mindset on where we want to be, and we forget that we're not in control of where we should be or what God really wants for us. And so you kind of got to listen. And so I would say that for the most part has been one of the bigger obstacles, is that in my mind, I have a plan, but my plan and his plan, they don't always line up. And so, but he definitely turned that around, because I was thinking about completely leaving education. But he fixed that one for me. So
I said something to Pam earlier today, and it's a secular song, but I quote it all the time. When you move, I move, just like that. So if God moves, I have to move when he moves. I can't move and then he not moving, or he moving, I'm still standing where I'm at. I have to move when God moves. And I can't stay stationary or stuck in that space, because if I stay in that space, then I'm going to miss something. I might be in the way of something dangerous because he moved and he's like, come on, and I'm not moving. And then something bad happens.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think that's our reluctancy.
So I heard from a little birdie that you have a miraculous thing that happened to you.
I probably have like several miraculous little things that have happened. Yeah. Oh, well, I know what you're talking about. Okay. So, I definitely am going to say I am one of God's miracles. So my first year actually in Dallas, I actually had a heart attack. I was 34 years old. And I would have never guessed that was what I was having. I honestly just thought, oh, I just feel really bad. And so I went on to work, and I clocked in, and they were like, you look horrible. And I was like, yeah, I don't feel very well either. And so once they called the ambulance and stuff, they actually didn't realize that I was having a heart attack because I was so young. And but nonetheless, they took me in the ambulance to the hospital. I was sitting there, and I felt fine. That's one of the things that people don't tell you about heart attacks, is that you, especially as women, we can be fully functioning. And I mean, you wouldn't have even thought I was having a heart attack. So I was there at the hospital for maybe 2 hours, I would say. And I was putting my clothes on. I was getting ready to leave. I was planning with my mom what we were going to eat for lunch. I was like, yes, I got a day off. I'm going to have a long weekend. I won't forget, it was the Friday going into spring break. So I was automatically just setting the stage for spring break. And the nurse runs back in the room and she tells me, she says, we can't let you go. And I was like, baby, I'm leaving. I'm about to go get my car from the school. Spring break is here. I'm done. And she was like, no, you're having a heart attack. I was like, no, I'm not having a heart attack. I'm talking to you. I'm fully functioning. Yeah, I'm not having a heart attack. And she was like, we have drawn your blood 3 times and your levels keep going up. And I said, ma'am, I'm talking to you. I'm not having a heart attack. But needless to say, I got put in the ambulance, headed to Dallas this time. And once I got there, they were like, we're pretty sure you're having a heart attack. And I was like, I feel like if I was having a heart attack, I would know it. And they took me back for like an exploratory procedure. And that's when my cardiologist was like, oh my God, like in the middle, because they keep you woke for the whole procedure. And he was like, ma'am, you do not understand the severity. You have a 99% blockage. And I've got to remove it. And literally, it just felt like a bunch of glass shards breaking like in my chest, just glass shards. And so they don't put you to sleep. Like you feel all of it. Now, close your mouth now. Don't be in that much shock. But he told me, yes, he actually told me, he said, had we not gotten you here today, you would have been in that box and we were going to be putting dirt on you, burying you, because your blockage was that bad. 34. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I've never done any of that. And I mean, honestly, I think it was just a lot with life. My dad, he had passed. That was just, I thought I was going to die too. But that was rough. And so then the move and then changing jobs. And so I think it was just honestly the stress, because in going back and looking, they still can't figure out why I had the first heart attack. But I've actually had 2 heart attacks. So yes, I made it to the 5-year mark, and they tell you normally that if you make the 5-year mark, you're pretty good to go. So I made it past the 5-year mark. 2 years ago, I was actually sitting in a meeting and my chest started hurting. Like it felt like really bad heartburn. And this time when the EMS came, they were like, no, you're not having a heart attack. You're fine. So they released me and I drove myself to the hospital. Like I should have never even been driving, but I drove myself to the hospital and they were like, we remember you. You were in here years ago. You were having a heart attack. And I said, yeah, I think I'm having another one. Sure enough, got sent back down the road again in another ambulance because I was having my second heart attack. And so I say all that to pretty much say that a lot of times, we get stuck in our circumstance or the situation we're in, and we kind of have, like our own little pity party and, the woe is me. But clearly, God has a purpose for us. He definitely has a purpose for me. I think my purpose definitely is teaching and educating other people. And so I know from year to year, different insurance people come in and they talk to people about, the importance of having additional insurance plans. And that's kind of like the no that people don't like to talk about, especially African-American people. We don't want to talk about that. But, I let people know I never would have imagined in my wildest dreams I would have had my first heart attack at 34 years old. That's one thing. Never would have imagined I would have had another one at, I want to say I was 39 when I had my second one. And so I definitely talked to, no, I was not 40, but, I think a lot of it was taking on so much in such a short period of time. So my dad passed. That was huge because he manned the farm. And so I had to move back home, take care of the farm. I now, take care of my mom. And so those are full-time jobs in themselves, let alone then you stack on top of that the education side of it. So it's been a lot, but, I definitely now realize God's faithfulness in that he doesn't promise you that it's going to be easy, but he does promise that he will be there with you through it all. And so,
So that's
you
this
go through
question.
those moments of, oh my gosh, I'm
That's
okay.
this question. How has
How
faith
is
shaped
faith
the way you
shaped?
handle it? Yeah.
It gives you a different perspective on life. So prior to the heart attacks, I would say young kid, just kind of living life, like just living, having a great time. And, I still live life and I still have a great time, but it's more in perspective that this isn't my permanent home. This is not my permanent resting place. And so, kind of with that approach now in my mindset, it's okay, I want to love on my family while I can. I want to do the best for my mother while I can. I want to make the most of each day because you never know. And so you just try to do your best. And mother's calling me now. Hey mom, can you give me a second, mom? I think BB just wants to go outside. Can you give me a second? Okay. So anyways, it completely changes your whole approach and outlook on life. Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. And I don't edit that stuff out either. Real life happens every day.
Oh,
and
my God.
And the fact that because the fact that you are taking care of your mom, and that is a present part of your life. That is something that you have to do every day. And because we're interviewing, it doesn't stop because your mom is in the other room and she needs you. If you just said, hey, pause, I got to go deal with mom, I'm going to hit pause and we'll come back. Why? Because life doesn't stop because we're trying to be fancy. Like it doesn't stop. God is an amazing, 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 amazing person. He's the amazing divine, and he knows that life goes on. He is a part of everything. Mm-hmm. And if anybody was wondering, is she really taking care of her mom? That was her in the background. You know what I'm saying? Like life doesn't stop because we have something to do.
I agree. Let me tell you, I've been making doctor's appointments all morning just because, the school year's amping back up. We're going to get eyes checked. I got to get her hair cut. It keeps going. It doesn't matter, that you may have ailments of your own. I mean, she still has to be taken care of. So I thank you. Thank you for your patience.
No, ma'am. And look, I took care of because I'm in marriage number 3. So my second husband.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. My second husband, when he passed away, I went from being just a wife and mother to now I'm a caregiver. And now I'm at the hospital every 2 or 3 times a week. And I'm teaching school, and I've got these kids that are going to school and they're dealing with it. And so I did that. I know what that looks like. I had somebody tell me once, caregivers die. Caregivers will drop dead taking care because you be so exhausted taking care of that person.
It's a different level of exhaustion that people don't get.
My husband just lost his grandma, and his aunt has been taking care of her for years. And so it's like, now her mom is gone, and it's like,
what do I do?
It's almost what do I do now? Because that's a huge part of her life. And I had actually made it up in my mind that I was going to start checking on her, because it's like, what do I do?
You need a support system. I'll tell you that. A lot of people don't understand.
Before, during, and
after. Yeah. Because you start taking on so much of the load. It's emotionally, mentally, physically. It's a lot. And, there's a lot of times that my friends are like, hey, you want to go go here? You want to go do this? And it's almost like having an adult child. But you can't discipline them the way you would discipline a child. And so it's a whole different level of respect and a whole different level of care that you have to have, because you're wanting to honor your parent in taking care of them, and you're wanting to still be loving and caring. And
you have to, like, let's just say you wanted to go out, you got to find somebody that's going to come sit with mom while you leave. It is like having a child. Somebody has to do that for you. You can't just leave. You like, okay,
go.
I need I need to let the neighbor know. Somebody needs to be able to come. If I leave and that I can't leave, I can't go get drunk. I can't do nothing crazy. I'm not spending the night nowhere. I mean, it's a whole lot that goes with that. So, and I'm not, and, yes,
and people don't understand.
Look, yes, this is a Christian station, but we're not gonna act like people don't drink. It's life is a life. We life. Jesus turned water into wine. But
hey, he definitely did.
And you have to be able to function. And like I said, there's a before, during, and after. And you don't want to think about later, but it's like you're taking care of your mom. You weren't expecting your father to pass away. He was her caregiver.
No. Mm-hmm.
And so
they were each other's. Yeah.
Right. So.
Okay, Mom, I'll get her.
You want to pause and go get the dog?
Yeah, give me just give me a minute. Don't laugh.
No, I'm gonna laugh because when I heard that about the cat, because I heard you say something about the cows in the background. For all of y'all don't know, she did say that they have a farm, so there's cows. You guys have cows?
Yes. So I feed my cows every day. Girl, no, it's a lot. It's a lot of work.
No, I know it is, but that's
no. When I say it's a lot, it's a lot.
I believe it, but
so let me tell you. So my cows are trained.
Cows are too big.
Oh no, goats are a lot of work. A lot.
More than cows?
They're more work than cows.
Really?
Yes. Yes. So my cows, I've trained them now. They come up between 5:30 and 6:30 because that's normally when I would be getting home. And because you have to count them because cattle wrestling is real. Like people will steal your cows. And so they come up between 5:30 and 6:30 and I feed them and then they go back off into the pasture. But the thing is, if fences go down, I fix fence. If they get out, I have to corral them. When they go to the sale, I'm the one loading them. I'm the one driving them. I do all of that. So yes, it's a whole nother job.
Woman power. I love it.
Girl, you just make it work. Make it work.
Black girl magic. I love it. I love it. But you know what? And the thing is, I've always wanted a semi-farm. I'm not even gonna hold you. I want goats. I want pigs. I want chickens. Cows are huge, and that's the only reason. See, that's the only reason why I'm like, no, I think I'll take a couple goats over a bunch of the cows because cows are huge. I think goats are mischievous, and that's really why it's more work because goats are goofy.
But they eat everything. Goats eat everything, and they're not very intelligent, and so you would have to have like a barn or a space to kind of keep them in. Otherwise, they're going to get gobbled up by wolves.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Well, I think, and
let me focus.
We have more foxes and coyotes here in Georgia than we do wolves, but I got you. You just made me happy. Like I just had an Animal Farm moment. I'm sorry.
Oh goodness. I do have chickens too, though. I do have chickens.
I want those too, and I want the pretty fluffy ones. What's one scripture or principle that you live by?
Okay, so kind of through all of it, I have a scripture that I have in my car. It's in my backpack for work. I have it in my church bag. It's just kind of everywhere. But it's Isaiah 43:2. And so it says, when you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. And so it just kind of keeps me in perspective that a lot of times you think you're by yourself going through, but you're really not. He's with you through every step of it. He provides that courage that I needed when I was moving. He gives me like the grace that I need to work with Mother, because Lord knows some days I just, Jesus. But it also reminds me that, the healing that my body needed so that I could keep pressing and that I could move forward through the heart attacks. Like he's the one that maintained me through all of that. And so I have my days too of where it's tough. Things are hard and I'm just like, oh my gosh. But a lot of times if I go back and I read that, it kind of regrounds me and makes me, kind of gives me that safety net that I kind of need as a person to keep pushing forward. So I don't know.
No, that's a good one, because there's some things that I went through in my life that scripture would have been, it came in handy, because like a year and a half ago, I spent 30 days in jail because of my dogs. I got a ticket.
Oh my goodness, girl. I don't know how you did it.
I got a ticket, and I spent 36 and a half days in jail. And yeah, see, you close your eyes, see, close your mouth now. Yeah. Okay. And by the time I was leaving,
because of your dogs?
Yeah, because they weren't fixed, and we left them in a hot place with no water for like, it was only an hour, but it was like, we got in trouble for that. So we got tickets, and I ate the tickets because it was my idea to put them there. So my husband now and my daughter, I was like, I wouldn't let them, I ate the tickets. And so, 36 and a half days.
Yeah.
And it was my Paul and Silas moment. It was because that birthed this. That birthed ministry. That birthed a whole bunch of stuff. But when you say, I walk through the fire, the water is covering me, but I'm not going to drown, that's a real moment. And you don't know what that is. You never know what your burning bush moment is. You never know what and I'm very open and vocal about it, because I have nothing to be ashamed of. I ain't kill nobody. And for all the things I stole as a kid, I've paid my dues to society. So, but in reality,
right, and dealing with these kids,
for all the stuff I ain't get caught with when I was young, it's okay. Yeah, don't come talk to me. I already did it. But the reality of it is that was, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it for anything in the world, because that experience, it changed me.
Yeah, it changed you.
That's just like the heart attack. It changed you. And if you hadn't have gone through it, God brought you through it, you're a different person. Your perspective, your outlook on life is completely different, because he brought you through.
Completely different. Yes. Almost every aspect now is different.
And you look at life differently. You cherish life differently. You hold life to a different standard, because pre that, post that, you're like, oh no, I have to live my life to the fullest. I have to be obedient to God to the fullest. I have to appreciate my mom to the fullest. I have to do everything to the fullest. Because yes, as my husband,
what I know.
But God, because of what I know now, if I look at people, like people talk about people being locked up, and I look at that completely different, because I did it. So I look at people telling you where to sleep, when to get up, when you can go outside. That's a very debilitating thought process. I understand slavery different because of that. I understand a lot of things differently. And so when people start talking about what rights we don't have, you don't know what it is to not really have rights, because you're walking around outside
until you've gone through it.
So when people start saying all this stuff, it's like, you don't really understand. You don't get it. So that everything looks and smells and tastes different now because of that experience. And if I had not gone through it, I wouldn't be here. So I completely understand when you say Isaiah 43:2, I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that one. I'm keeping that. That's a good one, because it's the truth. What we walk through, what is it? Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. My fiery furnace might not look like yours, but that doesn't mean that it's yours.
Not that's true. Yeah.
Okay, I have a question.
We all go through things.
I have a question to ask you that's not in my list of questions. Where's your book?
Okay.
Where's
my Bible?
Book. BOOK. Book.
You know, you are like the second or third person that has actually asked me that, and
so you know that means, right? Yeah. Yandorobo Shaya. Yes,
God. I don't know. Okay.
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
I'm on. Okay. I gotta be
because
obedient.
what
Okay, I'm
you've
gonna be
been
obedient.
through, what you've been through, and I see, and you know, Pam, you and me and her are like twins in the spirit, so you already know what it is. I see a book, and I was like, okay, am I gonna say this, Lord, and am I saying it on air? What are we doing? And I keep seeing it, and I see a book, and what I see is a book that encompasses being an educator, a caregiver, and a farm girl. And I don't know how that works, but there's lessons in all of it. You won't be writing it alone because he will be writing it through you. But I see a book because you have so much in you that needs to come out. And the only way to do that is a book. And this is just the beginning, because the book is going it's going to do this. It's not going to be like,
oh my goodness,
I'll have a book on Amazon. No. This book is going to take the flip off because it's in you and on you. I just work here.
Well, okay. I got to learn to be more obedient. See, I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I'm still growing. So, honestly, you're like the second or the third person that has actually said that to me. And I kind of just, maybe one day. But
I have your phone number. I will bother you. I have your phone number. I will bother you. I'll send you illustrations because I do all of that. I will send you logos. And look, this is what I see. I'm not.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You never heard the word "the buck stops here"? No, ma'am. Because when
I've heard
I'm on my third book. I have one that's published, one that needs to be refined to be published, and one that I'm in the middle of writing. And I know that it's not about selling them, because I done gave away the first one. It's published, and I done gave away PDFs of it 100 times. It's just the fact that God put something in you, and you have to put it out. Leaving a legacy isn't just about an inheritance because you got kids and you're trying to leave them the house. Leaving a legacy is who you are needs to, and everybody doesn't have the story to tell like that. Some of it's oral. Yours is not. Woman of God, educator. You have a book in you. It's in there. Because I've heard it 4 times since we've been talking, and saw like you with a straw and a hat and I don't know. It's like a whole big. God. Yeah. Because you're a farmer. Because when some about the cows and you train them to come at a certain time, and it's like only an educator could do that. Because you can teach anything.
Listen, I do. They know when my red bucket comes out, even when they've gotten out, because they got out this past school year. I was actually on my way home and I saw one of them, and I opened my gate and she walked right in. And then something told me, I shouldn't say something, I should say God told me to look at my neighbor's pasture.
Something is God's other name. We know something is Jesus' other name. Go ahead.
So I looked at my neighbor's pasture, all 18 cows and my donkey were laying in the neighbor's pasture, all of them. See, when I tell stuff like this to other people, they laugh. That's not funny. When I looked in that pasture, I was livid. So I went home, got my bucket.
Okay, so let me give you a quote for the book. Watch this.
Okay.
Let me give you a quote for the book. Watch this. Because that's how God feels about us when we're not where we're supposed to be. So you got your 18 cows and your donkey in a stranger's pasture, and he is like, what are you doing over there? Provision is over here. Food is over here. My care is over here. How? So I'm telling you, I promise you, all of that's a book. It's a book. From the heart attack to losing your father to the move to all of it. It is a book. And when God is going to give it all to you. If you need help, I got you. But it's a book. And I see it just as clear.
Well, I'm glad you can see it. I got to see this in my brain.
I got you. I got you. You don't see it because you're busy living in it.
Yeah.
But it's a book, and when you get quiet to yourself, because for this to be the third time you done heard it, it's not an accidental book. It's in there. Because when you said that about the cows, I saw scripture literally. I was like, oh wow. Leave the 99, leave the 99 to go get the one. Wow. It's so many. There's so many illustrations for just that one story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They were obedient. I will tell you that. They were very obedient. They followed me with my bucket, went right back over the fence, and came on back to the pasture.
Because my children know my voice, and a stranger they will not follow. It's a book.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a book. When you rest in it and stop fighting with it, when you rest in it and stop fighting it, it'll come. It's not coming because you're fighting the idea.
Okay.
You're like, yeah, whatever.
Okay.
But it's not. It's like this. It's real clear.
Oh boy.
Because you're a powerful woman of God. And I don't know, we can spend the next 20 minutes on ministry mode. You're a powerful woman of God. You're not an accidental woman of God. You have not been through what you've been through by accident. Everything was on purpose because God has shaped you. There are other women like you that need you. Your voice is very, very clear, strong, and apparent. It's not accidental.
I believe it. I'm telling you, I believe it, because literally hearing the doctors tell you that it's a miracle that you are still alive. It is truly a miracle, ma'am, because if you would have gone to sleep, you would not have woken back up. And I thank God. I mean, clearly there's a reason. And so I still have work to do. And I mean, he definitely, his grace and his love and his mercy is definitely sufficient. So I don't know how people do it without God, but I'm glad that I haven't.
Question, how did you come to know God? What's your salvation story?
Well, I mean, everybody accepts, well, I shouldn't say everybody, but most people accept, when they're children. And so I grew up in the church. I've always served in the church. I think it really started hitting me in high school that, okay, you think you know God, but then once you get a little bit older, you start to experience some trials. And then it's kind of like, okay, who is the person that's sustaining me through all of this? And so it kind of hit me, the word kind of really started hitting me heavy in high school. And then I went to college. Everybody is a poor kid in college. And then you start to realize, okay, God is really carrying me. And then just even in finding my purpose as far as education goes. So it's kind of been more evolving all along, but it really started hitting me, I would say, honestly, in high school that, you're not just out here. You can't live life the way everybody else lives life. And, my parents have also played a big role in shaping the person that I am because, God is so prevalent in our household. And so, but I think honestly, to me, it really started hitting heavy on me in high school that you got to do better than what you're doing. So,
right.
I don't know.
Okay. So
people are listening. Okay.
If you could leave our listeners with one word of encouragement, what would it be?
Oh no, you're going out. Okay, you're moving. Oh, I missed the question.
If you could leave our listeners with one word of encouragement, what would it be?
My one word of encouragement, I think, would be that don't give up. When life starts to get hard and different trials start coming your way, it's easy to give up. It's easy to think that you're fighting the fight and the battle alone. Don't give up, have perseverance, and remember that God is there with you. You're never alone. I think that sometimes that's what the devil likes to sell us, is that you're in this by yourself, you're not going to make it through. But I'm literally a living testimony here that you can make it through. I've got so many different things going on in life, and to a lot of other people, they don't know how I've sustained and how I'm still going strong. But it's not because of me, it's because of God. It's because that God is truly at the forefront of my life. And so don't give up. You know, if you're a non-believer, please find somebody's church. Please find somebody that knows God that can help lead you along the way, because giving up should not be an option. You got to keep going. So
that's a good one, because I think,
sorry, that's all I got.
no, that's a good one, because I think a lot of times it's easy to give up with lesser circumstances. It's lesser stuff happening, that there's little things that have happened that people blow out in proportion. And gee, I don't know, I almost died twice. Like that's at that point, if I can go, you can go. If I can keep going, you can keep going. Yeah. So when you say don't give up, that's enough. It doesn't have to be rocket science. Keep it simple. That don't give up is a literal that's a literal, it's a meme, it's a bunch of t-shirts. That's a lot. Because giving up is actually easier. Giving up is actually easier than people think. The hard thing to do is to keep going. The strong thing to do is to keep going. It's a cop-out to give up. I've told people before, I said suicide is one of the most selfish things that anybody could ever do. It's literally the most
I couldn't agree more. Yes.
You could do. Not because, okay, I understand you're suffering, but there are people that are suffering way more than you sometimes, and you're just ready to throw in the towel. There's people that are suffering the same as you, and they're still doing it, and you're throwing in the towel. And you're not thinking about who you're leaving behind and how they're going to feel. Go, oh, you don't think anybody cares about you? Well, guess what? They do.
It's only about them.
If it's only one person, that person matters.
Yeah.
And so, because I remember being suicidal and wanting to check out. And then I had my first child. And then when I had my first kid, at that point, I'm like, I can't die, because who's going to take care of you? And that was the literal, I'm living for you. And that was from him when 5 kids and 3 husbands later. But it was like my whole goal in life was,
my goodness,
I have to wake up every day for you. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but today I have to be here for you. And that was a big deal.
One day at a time. Take it one day at a time. One day at a time.
One day. And people try and stretch things out and make it, okay, what am I going to do next week? Who cares? What are you doing today, right now, in this moment, in the next 10 minutes?
I'm telling you, that heart attack, those heart attacks change that, because that's how I used to process. Like, oh, I can do it. I'll do it next week. I don't have to do it today. No, you start to learn real quick. You know, time is of the essence. So time waits for no one.
Tomorrow is not promised, right? And for somebody to look you in your face and say to you, if you'd have went to sleep, baby, if you'd have gone to sleep, the chances of you waking up are slim to zero. Like, if you'd have woke up, that would have been.
I'm telling you, when you hear that, and see, I'm one of those type people that you have to be very direct with me, because I wasn't trying to hear what they were talking about. I was like, baby, you don't know. Like, I'm going home today. Like, that's what you don't get. And so once they start talking to you like that and putting it a little bit more in perspective, you remember God real quick then. Oh my goodness, Lord help me. Where are you, Lord? You start asking, you start questioning, you start wondering. But I'm telling you, you start looking at these scriptures a little different. You start remembering that, okay, Mama taught me how to pray. Okay, Daddy taught me how to pray. Daddy taught me who was with me. And so, yeah, you look at things completely different.
So, last question.
So that relationship changes. I'll tell you that.
Yes.
Okay.
So, how is my audience going to reach you when this book comes out besides Amazon?
Oh.
So what's your social media?
Well,
your social
I mean,
media?
I haven't really thought about that.
Well, what I mean, like,
well,
are
I
you
mean,
on social media? Do you have are you on Facebook?
I'm gonna be honest. I have a Facebook page, but and Miss Pam can even attest to this. I literally I don't really do social media. Like honestly, I don't have time. I really don't. I don't even watch TV. I know it's bad. But I do have a Facebook page. I don't know what it is. But I'm sure like if you just look up my name, Ann Henderson. I don't know.
Audience,
I'm just
get in touch with Miss
honest.
Ann.
I'm country.
Y'all shoot me an email at the station.
I'm sorry.
If y'all want to get in touch with Ann, I will gladly until the book comes out. And clearly between me and Miss Pam, y'all know Miss Pam, Wisdom Wednesday. Between me and Miss Pam, we will manage her book career because she's already just, oh my God. So we'll let y'all know when the book is coming out too. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
It was
she put me out there a little, but I do have the social media stuff, but I just don't use it. I promise. I have a TikTok. I have an Instagram.
And how
pray for me, y'all.
How old are you?
I'm 42.
I got her by a whole 10 years, and I got more social media than Carter got pills. But then I do this for a living too.
I just don't use it.
I do this. This is my job. So literally. Right. That is so hilarious.
Listen, okay. I'm good to just check Facebook. If I check it, I'm good. Seriously.
Y'all, I'm gonna find it and I'll post it up here so y'all can find her if y'all need to talk to her. Y'all, and I want everybody that hears this to encourage her to go ahead and write the book. In the comments on YouTube, I want y'all to give us names for what y'all think the book should be called. That's what we're gonna do. This is what we're working on. We're doing a contest. Name Ann's book. That's the contest, right? So name Ann's book.
There we go.
We got cows, teachers, and heart attacks. So we need name Ann's
and mom. Don't forget. Put my mom in there and my dogs.
So cows, caretakers, teachers, and heart attacks. So those are the subjects of the book. And Jesus. So wrap all that together. Y'all need to come up with a title for Ann. Because as I'm not playing with you, I'm not fooling with you. I'm gonna be checking on you periodically. I'm gonna be like, ma'am, so what chapter we on? Have we started? You need some more inspiration?
You know what? I'm probably gonna need some more inspiration, but I've got a lot. I just gotta get it organized. That's what I'll say.
Do you have a journal?
I do. I actually journal. Every night I do actually journal.
So all of it's in the journals, ma'am. If you go back through those journals, all of the book is already written. You just have to go back through and sort that out. It's already written down. Because I saw you sitting by your bed doing this. Yeah. Jesus is a snitch.
No, I do.
So this is not me. This is Jesus. Jesus is
all my business.
All the business.
All my business.
YouTube and radio. On national YouTube and radio. Yes, ma'am. This is live at 5.
There's no hiding. I see now. There's no hiding. Clearly, he sees all. He knows all.
He's done with you.
And now Miss Tanya is.
You are in the wrong pasture, and he see you over there, and he is outside with his bucket. Like, gal, if you don't come yourself back over here and get this here, hey. All right.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Grogu says, "Where's my book at?" So I
have nothing, guys.
Where's my book?
Oh my gosh. Well, we'll keep you posted. We'll keep you posted.
Okay, I'm gonna bother you. It's too late. I have your number. If you block me, I'll call Pam. Don't do it. I have
Oh
your
my
number.
God. Oh,
All
yeah,
right,
and I
y'all.
definitely can't block Miss Pam because she's my second mom, so I can't block her. So, yes.
All right, y'all. So I hope y'all enjoyed. This was more, and this conversation reminds me of talking to Pam. This was just like how me and Pam were. This is
Oh
the
my
same thing. So I love you to death, and I see why she loves you to death. You're amazing. And let me
Well,
yell at my
thank
audience
you.
real quick. Hold on, I gotta fuss at my audience. Y'all know Proverbs every day. Proverbs is a calendar. We're gonna say it again. Proverbs is a calendar. You read a proverb a day, it will enrich your life. And if you read it right, it will make you rich. It'll keep you from cheating on your spouse. It'll keep you from getting in trouble. If Solomon had actually took his own advice, he probably wouldn't have went off and did what he did. So every day, y'all, read
That
a
right there.
proverb. All right, y'all. This has been another Testimony Tuesday in the can. I love y'all with my whole heart. Remnant Road Warriors. Love, peace, hair grease. I'm out. Don't you hang up. Hold on.